Hello, guys. Nice to see you again. I hope you're all fine. I want to talk about you regarding the projects that I'm currently working on. For all my followers, maybe you saw it in my story. I developed an app called Nasam. Yes, a project that I'm working on for multiple months now. I don't know if you check it out, but it's like a food app where like a personal algorithm is like developing the best plan for your meal intake with healthy ingredients. Yeah, with awareness of cost, environmental effects, nutrition scores, and a lot of more stuff. Maybe I should start to explain why I came to such an idea to create an app like this. Like when I look back, when I was 18, I worked on apps with a childhood friend. He was like a really talented guy in IT stuff, and I was like ambition to have a lot of ideas and want to be like an entrepreneur or like someone who is owning a company, doing a lot of stuff, achieving a lot of stuff. And we came to the conclusion back then, it was like 2014, 15, to create an app. And it was like the beginning of iTunes Store back then, with iPhone 4, I guess, iPhone 3, iPhone 4. And we tried our best like to create apps, and we did so. Worked on projects, smaller apps, testing App Store and other stuff. It was not that successful as we wished for the time that we put in. But since then, I have like on my bucket list to have an app, but I was not capable of programming it, to be honest. I didn't have the knowledge to do it. I started my bachelor in informatic and economics. It was like a dual study, but it was like not enough to create an app back then. I tried to, but I was not capable of. So after a lot of years, don't ask me why, I worked on a lot of other projects I developed as a human in general, like gaining a lot of new experiences and learning new stuff. But this point was still on my bucket list, and I sat down, learned programming. I'm not the best programmer, but I learned programming. Also for other topics than apps. I created my own website. You can check koray999.com. It's my artist website, where I'm also including all like the things that I produced. And I created my own website. I created like some other stuff in the background. Nothing that I want to talk now here on stream or on the video. But I sat down and decided, okay, you have to now start working on this app. And I did. And after thousands of hours of investment, I created this app called Nasam. It's available in the App Store, soon hopefully also on Google Play Store. And I think it's a great value, to be honest. Why? Because in first hand I created this app for myself. I have like issues with food intake. I'm gaining a lot of weight, then I'm losing again a lot of weight, and then again gaining again a lot of weight. And I struggle, to be honest, to have a healthy lifestyle within the environment that I'm living in. Why? Because I am working, like I'm an employee, and as an employee you don't have the time that you wish for, and also I don't have the mental capacity to look for receipts, to know which ingredient I have to buy, etc. It's quite pain in the ass for me, to be honest, to put my energy into managing all the stuff related to my food. Unfortunately, I know how important it is, and I was never the person who looked into nutrition scores, how is like the ratio of the nutritions that I'm taking and so on. So the biggest problem that I have was like eating monotone, also always the same stuff. Yeah, for an example, I have like 4-5 meals that I really like and I only eating it, nothing else. Cooking always the same food. And I know it's not the best solution to have a healthy lifestyle. So I created Narsam. Yeah. Narsam is something great. As I mentioned, I did it first of all for myself, but also because I think this is something that can help a lot of other people, because I'm really sure that I'm not the only one who is like struggling with those kind of issues. So this app like will identify and take the information that you're putting in, like your age, like your weight, like your goals. Do you want to gain or lose weight or hold weight? Yeah, how often are you going to sport or doing sport? What kind of food behavior do you have? Like, are you keto or vegetarian or something else? And according to all that infos, Narsam create you a plan where you can identify the best food for you according to your goals, according to the nutrition that you need, and your lifestyle choices. Yeah, it's really helpful. It's really helpful. And one second. Sorry. It's really helpful, to be honest. I like it because we have a variety of receipts. We have like health benefits. You get all the information about the meals that you are getting from the system. Like what kind of health benefits do you have? We have also like a watcher in the app implemented, like tracking and warning you about deficiencies and so on. And also like analyze tool where we identify every single information and give you a clear report that you can like show your doctor or your health expert. I think it's in this kind of form it's new. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't go too much into research what like the competitors are doing, but from what I saw and the ideas that I created, I think there are a lot of features that for now nobody has, especially with the big players that have like multi-millions and billions of company size. I wouldn't wonder if they copy a lot of features in the future when the app is getting bigger. But yeah, there are, like I mentioned, a lot of great features. One really important thing that I want to mention is that privacy is really important, because I know that the companies are collecting all your data to sell them. Yeah? Because health data, especially this kind of topic, how often are you eating, what is like your nutrition intake, how healthy are you living, is really valuable. A lot of companies are making a lot of money out of it, but I promise myself, and I'm promising also everyone who's using my app, that there is no collection of your data, and there will never be. Also, if companies one day coming to me and saying, okay, I want to buy it or I want to be a part of it to get those information, my credo, also my Maxime is, I don't want that, yeah, for no money in the world, because I know how important data and privacy in these terms is, that I don't want to sell your information, you know, it's not fair, I think, it's not ethical, and I decided for myself I don't want to do it. So it's a completely offline based app. I did it on purpose. Like I mentioned, there's no information going outside the app. So from this point, it's also, I think, great for you to use this app because of this special topic. In general, I want to talk also about the information behind the app. I don't want to go too deep into it. Go onto the App Store, type in Nasam, and you will find it. But I want to talk more about like my development as a human being and what I faced while creating this app. I want to be clear here. Like, I have a career in banking. Yeah, I am a trained banker, worked for the biggest banks in the world, also for really successful companies. I would say I am proud because my background, I come from a worker family. In Germany they call worker family. Like, for my family it was never really easy to access money and to have a great job. I'm the first one who like started working general in corporation, and I faced a lot of challenges in there, to be honest. I was like never accepted as I wished or respected. Still, I did a really great job where I was, like successful in every terms. Also, my CV is reflecting my success. I gained a lot of great position, get more responsibilities. Also, like managing bigger projects with up to 40 experts that I've managed. But the dream that I had, like being an entrepreneur, or I don't like this word, but someone who is creating, a creator. I always wanted to be a creator, and I had the feeling that in corporate it was quite difficult for me to create as I wished. Because you don't have the freedom that you need. So there was a little bit of dissatisfaction, to be honest, from my side. Yeah, it's important to know, because I think my path is another one. Still, it was a great experience, and I'm still like working in this field, but it was more like a lesson. Yeah, I don't think this is something that will follow me for the rest of my life. And I learned for myself, okay, I have those dreams and goals, and you have to attack them. As I mentioned, when I was 18, 19, I started such path for 2 years. I worked really hard with a friend, and I think we achieved back then also a lot of things. Maybe not successful in terms of money, and of monetary income, but we had the possibility to do so. So we received back then also offers for a lot of money for the things that we did, but we didn't accept, or I didn't accept, to be honest. But it was quite challenging because how should I say it, God didn't want me back then to achieve those things. It was not written in my path back then. and the, how should I say it, the failures that I faced back then, they were quite difficult to handle for me, yeah. And also to that time I faced a lot of other issues, relational wise, on friendships and family. It was really a hard time. I struggled a lot back then. Didn't get the support, or I didn't have any support, to be honest. Have to face everything for myself and started completely from new. Then I started with the traineeship and so on and so on. Thought about it, are my dreams now like completely destroyed or not? Yeah, faced all those kind of questions. But there was like in my depth, on my soul, like still the belief, okay, no, it will be great. Yeah, it will be great, and believe in yourself. But for a long time I was like far away from my path. Definitely I was far away from my path, and had to start from new. And one day, it was like quite at night, I was sitting on my floor on the room, also in my apartment on the floor, and God whispered to me, you have to start to work. Yeah, it's time. While doing like all this material stuff, yeah, programming, something related to money, he told me you have to start painting. I was never a painter. I don't have this background, neither my family or something else. The only painting related stuff I had while I was in school and while I worked on this IT project, also doing the design part, yeah, like designing things. And yeah, he told me you have to paint, and not only one or two paintings or something like that. He told me you had to paint now 999 paintings. 999 paintings. And it gave me strength, to be honest. It gave me strength to do so. And I started with this journey. Yeah. I'm still on it, to be honest. I was really motivated. I painted like 250, 260 paintings. A lot of on paper, on canvas, digital. Now also tattoos. So multiple different styles. But I am still on my path. Unfortunately, due to work and other private stuff, I didn't have the time that I wish for the art. Yeah, but this is like one project that introduced me again back to me, because I had the feeling for a long time I was not on the right track, but I was always. There was no moment that I wasn't on my track, but I had the feeling that I wasn't on my track. And I don't know why, but art gave me this hope. It helped me during those hard times. Yeah, with, depression. I'm facing depression since I can think, since childhood. And art was like a kind of ventil, like a tool for me to handle the pressure that I have in myself. And then I started also like writing lyrics, etc. Yeah, working on other projects. Also a lot with financial markets, also on my private time, looking into this kind of topics. And like round about 4 or 5 months ago, 6 months ago, I don't know, the idea of, okay, create your own app. And I did, yeah, a lot of hard work go into it, and it's finalized. Now I will also update, I will like implement 300 new meals into it, also 200 drinks and routes and other things. You can check it. This update will follow like tomorrow or like end of this week, hopefully. But in general, this project was also successful for me now. There are like some other projects that I'm currently working on, but I don't want to share it. I will share it when it's ready and finished. But NASA is finalized. I'm really proud of it. As I mentioned, thousands of hours of work go into it. Without support, without money in the background, without a team, without assistance from others. Yeah, this is also a topic that I want to talk about. The feeling of everything that I am facing, everything that I go through, my career, my projects, my ambitions, my goals. It was like solitude and doing it by myself. Quite challenging, to be honest. The feeling of being alone, the feeling of no support, the feeling of there are eyes watching you, people who want to collect information about what you are doing, yeah, to have an advantage of it. But the brutal realization that you have to do it by your own. A feeling that I've struggled for a long time. That was like quite challenging for me to accept it, because I never understood. Because in my mindset it was always like I want to support the people around me, especially if someone is like dreaming. Yeah? You know how important it is to dream? There are only few dreamers, and every time when I see one in my past, I supported him without wanting money, without wanting like something in the future from him or something like that. Only because he is dreaming, I want to support it, because I see myself in this person. Yeah, and this is something that I would also wish for myself, getting support. But unfortunately I didn't, for now. But I am a believer, and I believe in great people going through the same challenges like I did. And I am, to be honest, really grateful that one day, hopefully, these people find me and we can work together on the dreams that I have and also you will have. And I think there's a great time ahead on my path. I don't know, maybe some of you who go through this, you can feel it go really deep in your belly, in your heart, in your mind, that there's a new chapter in your life starting with new people, yeah, with new challenges, with new love, with new satisfaction. And for a long time I was not ready for this kind of love, for this kind of friendship, satisfaction, because I was not in the right place, to be honest. I was not in the right place, not the right people. It's not that I want to show with the finger and say you are the bad person or something like this. To my environment, no. Everyone has his like a task to fulfill in this life, but I outgrown my environment. I learned a lot of things about people. I endured a lot of things, also pain, but I overcome it. I become stronger. I become more me. I become nearer to God. And this is the most important part, because all glory to Him, really. He was the one who believed in me. He was the one who gave strength to me and the feeling of being loved. He was the one who started my journey with painting, with writing, with all the challenges that I have to go through. And I'm really grateful for it. And I'm happy that new things will be ahead in my life. The last thing I want to say is I wish every one of you strength, love, patience, to believe in yourself, to believe in a higher power, that every obstacle, every challenge that you are facing is for your good, that you are getting more powerful, that you have to learn new things. Open your eyes, open your heart, open your mind. Feel loved and kissed. I love you guys and girls. I love you, God. And peace, yeah.